Hello, welcome to Switched On, and today we're taking a look at a new game on the eShop called Super Street Racer. This comes from Funbox Entertainment, and it's on the eShop now. It's £40.49 and $49.99. There's also a physical version as well available. I had a quick check on Amazon.co.uk, and it is coming in a fair bit cheaper. It's like £33 on Amazon at the moment. So if you're a physical collector or just want to pick this one up a little bit cheaper, then keep an eye out on the physical version perhaps. But I just thought I'd give you a quick overview and my early thoughts. Got a code today, so big thanks to Funbox for sending that out. I'm going to have a little play through this and try and get a review up some point this week. But as I got the game today, I'm going to give you a quick overview and show you what this one's all about. About street racing in a super fashion, I guess. Here's our starter car. I've already started some of the career, and you sort of pick an old banger, and it becomes what they call a project car. So basically you upgrade this over the course of the game. Quite a cool feature here is you can explode the car out, so you can see all the individual components that you can upgrade there, which is a really cool feature. I like that a lot. Spin it around with the camera, with the right stick, spin the camera around. So as you can see there, we've got an old rust bucket, lots of work to do. You can obviously collect multiple cars as well. Got space for 2 cars at the moment, and you can unlock more slots as you go on. You can upgrade stuff. I haven't actually got enough, I don't think, to upgrade anything just at the moment. I really want to get the performance upgraded, but looking at 5,000 of these S points, which I can't actually see where they are. We've got the bar at the top there. We've got some sort of gold, 615 gold, 5 XP, but I'm not sure what these S things are. Whether they're dollars, hard to tell. The writing's so small, so that's a bit of a shame. Not quite sure what that is all about. Actually, let's try and buy one. I just think it just won't let you. Don't have enough cash at the moment. 700 cash. I'm guessing then, okay, why it's red is because we can't afford it. So as you can see there, the N1X exhaust we can afford, and it is showing up in that sort of goldy colour. We've got 615 of that gold, so obviously these red ones are just red because we can't afford them yet, so that makes sense. I don't think we can actually afford much of anything at all, really. Oh, some air intakes. Quite nice. So you can see there in the engine that the part actually changes when you buy a new part. So it is going to be good. Like as I say, they've picked a good name calling this a project car, because you are going to sort of update it piece by piece, and it will be a project by the time it's finished. So that's quite cool. And as you can see at the bottom there, there's a real life aftermarket parts. So that's cool as well. Let's buy one of these, see what happens. Let's go for I don't know, racing suction green from HKS. There you go. Very little fanfare, but that is now fitted to the car. So let's see what difference that's make. Let's take it into a race. Has got multiplayer. I assume it's online. Apparently it isn't. It's split screen. Okay. I thought it had online. So let's go in for this first race, or first series of races, tuned in Tokyo, which consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races. 2 circuit races, 3 time trials. So let's take the first circuit race. Tried this a few times. It's actually quite hard, so I think there's certainly going to be a challenge here. If you like your racing games, there is going to be a challenge. I will say it's going to sound counterintuitive, this, but it does feel a bit budget, which the price on the eShop certainly doesn't reflect, which is a bit of a shame, but it does feel quite fun to drive, albeit there is some really bad bugs. I'm going to show you a bad bug straight away, and that's if we go into this post. Oh, if we can hit the post. I can normally hit it every time. Of course, when I want to hit it, we miss it. Let's see if we can get it on the next lap. But yeah, I mean, so far the frame rate's really smooth. Not noticed any drops. I mean, obviously it's 30 frames a second. Doesn't feel like 60. But it's rock solid, so you get quite a decent sensation of speed. And this is the starter car, so That's cool. One of the really impressive things is the music soundtrack, which you might be able to hear in the background there. So we boost past that car. See if we can hit this post. Oh, goodness sake. Wiped out anyway. No doubt I'll have loads of people in the comments again berating my driving, so I'll be prepared for that. Don my tin hat. One of the things, the other things I like about this is the drift system is really cool. Hold down the B button, and rather than sort of pulling the handbrake and doing a sort of natural skid, it's a little bit like Mario Kart. It's sort of you hold B to stay in the drift, and if you overdrift, you can spin out, which is really cool. And also see here, there's a decent car destruction, which again, oh goodness me, also really good. So we can hit that post now. Oh, okay, missed it again. And as you see there, when you wipe out, you just lose a bit of time, restart. So we're on the last lap. But yeah, the music in the game is really good. It's like, I don't think it's licensed, but it feels licensed. A lot of tunes with sort of lyrics in, not just music. It certainly gives it a bit of a feeling of polish. Because we're going to come plumb last again. I think once you get a handle on the get a handle on the handling, yeah, I think it might open up a bit, but I guess these early days are going to be grinding to get enough coins to upgrade your car to be competitive. But I would have thought, at least in the very first race, it wouldn't be that difficult. So here we are. This is the third race in this series, another circuit race. I'm not keen on time trials. Already we've got a door open. Whoa! AI all over the place there. And as I said at the top, it feels like a little bit like a budget game. Like, it's just, the graphics aren't brilliant. The environments aren't too bad, but the car graphics generally aren't great. And it's just the overall feeling of a lack of polish. That's the sort of the first impression that struck me, which is a bit of a shame. So the driving model isn't too bad. I'll put it somewhere between Gear Club Unlimited 2 and something like Rise Race the Future, something like that. It's certainly not got the sophistication of something like Grid or even Asphalt. I mean, Asphalt would probably be the closest kind of stablemate to this, being sort of that off-roady type street racing. Basically something that's not an actual racetrack. And cars can sometimes feel a little bit twitchy to drive, a little bit like Gear Club Unlimited, like I say. Sort of if you played that, you get that little feeling of oversteer kicking in. That it can have that sort of feel sometimes. But generally, I'd say it's quite a fun drive, even though I'm probably not making it look like it. I always find it hard on these videos to sort of chat and concentrate on driving as well. It makes me look like a complete buffoon. Oh, it was in with a shout there. I got sideswiped by the AI. About to boost down the outside and win this one. Damn swines. So boost you in the usual ways in these sort of games, sort of close calls, drifting, stunts, that kind of thing. Get your boost built up, which is shown down in the bottom right hand corner as like a blue bar on the inside of your speedo. So we're building up there as we drift. See if we can draft. Oh, around on the outside. So I think the appeal here to people is really going to be, apart from the driving model being okay, it's an average driving model, it's pretty fun to drive. But I think the real draw here is going to be the upgrading. A lot of people, especially like grid, we're asking, you know, can you upgrade the car? Is there any customization? And there isn't much in that. But this game, the key component really is that customization, getting those aftermarket parts, building that project car up from an old banger to a competitive street racing car. I think that's going to be quite an interesting career mode. If you're into your customization and your street racing, then I think you might enjoy this one a fair bit. But I'm going to give this a lot more time, see if I can actually win a race, or at least not finish last. That'd be something, won't it? Yeah, and I'll come back with a full review. But if you've got any questions about this one at all, if you want me to find anything out, or just have a general question on any more of my thoughts on this one, drop me a comment below, and I will try and get back to you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks everyone, see you again soon. Bye bye.